Well, it's time for my one video per year. Getting it pretty early this year. So, yeah, there you go. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. It's early. We're going to do NFL playoff predictions as a follow-up to my NFL preseason predictions that I did before the season. Yeah, they sucked. I went back and looked at them, and yeah, they were pretty awful. Hopefully these are better. Probably not, though. They'll probably be just as bad. But anyways, let's get into it. Start over here. The Eagles and the Packers. I think the Eagles are a better team, but I think this will be a good game. The big question mark is Jalen Hurts. Is he going to be healthy for the game? So we'll see, but I think that the Eagles are better. So pick the Eagles. Now here we have Buccaneers and Rams. This game could go either way, honestly. I think it's going to be a good game. And it's really a toss-up. But I think the Buccaneers are slightly better. And they are playing in Tampa. Also, Baker Mayfield is shown to be pretty good in the playoffs. Jaden Daniels still a rookie, although I do really like Jaden Daniels. Maybe just because I'm a Louisiana guy and an LSU fan, but I like Jaden Daniels. But I'm picking the Buccaneers here. Now Rams and Vikings. Rams beat the Vikings earlier this year, but man, the Vikings are really good. They won a lot of games. They didn't play so great versus the Lions, but I think I have them bouncing back here and having the Vikings getting the win. Bills and Broncos, pretty easy. Don't have to spend too much time on this one. Broncos kind of back their way into the playoffs. Bills are Super Bowl favorites. So, yeah. I'm picking the Bills. Steelers and Ravens. Steelers looked a lot better early on, but yeah, they've lost a lot of games recently. Ravens are also really good. They're a great team. Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry on that offense, and then defense is playing well. So, yeah, I think pretty easily I'm going to pick the Ravens here. Texans and Chargers. I'm not convinced about the Texans. Texans haven't looked too good this year, if we're being honest. Thought CJ Stroud would be a lot better, but kind of disappointed. So, I'm going with the Chargers. I think that Justin Herbert finally gets a win in the playoffs. And, yeah, CJ Stroud goes home. The Texans. Yeah, just disappointing year. Sophomore slump for CJ Stroud. We'll see if he turns it around next year, but this year is definitely a sophomore slump for him. Now we're going to move on to the divisional round. Eagles and Buccaneers. This could be a good game. This could really be a good game. I think the Eagles are a better team. More complete all around. But, man, Buccaneers, if they get hot, they can beat anybody. So, I honestly think that the Buccaneers are hot. So, and with the question mark about Jalen Hurts, I feel like it could get him past the Packers. I don't know about getting him past the Buccaneers, so I have Buccaneers taking it. Vikings and Lions. We just saw this game. I think the Vikings are a better team than what they played like against the Lions the last time. I think this game could be a lot closer. But I don't see the Vikings knocking off the Lions. especially with the potential for more of their defensive players that are hurt to come back, potentially Aiden Hutchinson. Now, I don't see that actually happening, but they're saying it potentially could happen. So we'll see. Chiefs and the Chargers. Chiefs have had a weird year. They haven't really been playing like they're as good as their record is. They're a great team, obviously, but I don't think they're as good as their record. The Chargers have played them close both times. Well, pretty much every team has played Kansas City close and lost. But I kind of see that same thing happening again. Now, I don't really see this as the Chiefs' year to win the Super Bowl, but I see them moving on here. Also, they probably still are the best bet to win the Super Bowl, but I don't see it happening this year. Ravens and Bills, this will be a very good game. I know we saw it earlier, and the Ravens won by quite a bit. But it's playoffs now. Josh Allen's going to turn it on. And also, we've seen that Lamar Jackson hasn't been the best in the playoffs. So, here, I think I'm picking the Bills. So now we got the NFC Championship. Buccaneers and Lions. We saw this in the divisional round last year. We also saw this week 2, one of the Lions' only losses. This time, though, I see it going a little bit differently than it did in week 2. I think that at this point, Lions going to be hard to beat, especially in the NFC. See them making it to their first Super Bowl in franchise history. Chiefs and the Bills. Now, Chiefs, it kind of feels wrong to pick against them, but I think the Bills are a better team. And I think that finally Josh Allen gets one over Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs. So let's have the Bills go into the Super Bowl against the Lions. So, who's going to win the Super Bowl? This is a tough matchup. We saw the Bills beat the Lions a few weeks ago in a crazy high-scoring game, 48-42, I think. At this point, though, the Lions are going to have more players healthy on the defense, and so it's gonna be a tough one. But I think that this is the year that the Lions pull it off, and they are Super Bowl 59 champions. So there we go. Those are my picks for the playoffs. There's the bracket right there. I had the Lions as Super Bowl champions for the first time in their history. Actually, no matter what, even if the Bills had won, it would be their first Super Bowl because they went to 4 straight and lost all of them quite a few years back. But yeah, here's my predictions. Respectfully.